There is something that has been weighing on my mind for so long, just listening to these different privileged white male technologists. And it's the delusion for me. I saw the Peter Thiel discussion for the New York Times about, someone asking him, do you want humanity to survive? And he is stuttering and not answering. And he's like, well, I do want humanity to survive, but I want things to be different. And then he goes into this weird ramble about transhumanism. And my question is what the hell does beaming out of your body into another body have to do with any of the problems that currently exist on planet Earth? If we take all, just society as a whole, we'll start with America because it would be too long for me to go through every single country on the planet. But if we just start with America and we say, what are some of the prevailing challenges in society today? Racism, sexism, misogyny. We also deal with domestic violence. We also deal with child abuse. We also deal with poverty in extreme levels. We also deal with a lack of education and literacy in a lot of areas. We deal with, from the poverty perspective, childhood poverty, which then negatively impacts the trajectory of a human throughout the entirety of their life. Out of everything that I just talked about, which one of those can be solved by beaming out of your body into another body, which is the transhumanist principle? They want basically to be able to say that your body is just a vessel that you can bounce around to different bodies. Number one, we are so far away from that happening. It's not going to happen in Peter Thiel's lifetime. That man is old, okay? That's number one. That's probably not even going to happen in the next 4 generations, I would dare to say. So that being said, he's just talking outside of his ass. He's literally made up a concept to ramble about and go on about because he is bored in his life. This is what happens with these privileged tech bros. They have nothing better to think about, and there's no way they would ever think about solving real problems. Let's solve a problem that isn't an actual problem, that does not exist today as a challenge in anybody's mind. I have not heard anyone talking about, man, my life would be so much better if I could just beam around different bodies. And the key to that is we have to watch out for people that are selling snake oil. And snake oil is an old school reference to, there were these grifters that basically back in the 1700s, 1800s, they would sell basically a liquid in a bottle, and they would tell you, oh, it's going to solve all your ailments. It's going to solve, if you have arthritis, it's going to solve it. If you have pain in your leg, it's going to solve it. If you have a bruise that won't heal on your hand, it's going to solve it. And they called it snake oil. And when we say someone's selling snake oil, that's what we mean. You're selling something that doesn't work to solve a problem, but you are lying and manipulating the customer so that they feel that what you are selling will solve all of their problems, and then you buy what they are selling. And it obviously doesn't work for you, but you blame yourself for why the product that you bought to solve your problem doesn't work. This is how big tech works. They give you a fictitious problem that they are going to solve. It's the same thing with Mark Zuckerberg and how he said now he wants to create, what did he say, a personal friend for everyone who also is super intelligent. So you're going to have your own individual super intelligence in your pocket. Why are we saying that that's what we are going to do next instead of talking about how we could solve, any of the other problems that I talked about? Poverty, hunger in the world, violence in the world, violence against women, violence against children. We can solve for diseases that are killing people. Still to this day, we don't have a cure for cancer. We don't have a cure for heart disease. We don't have a cure for arthritis. We don't have a cure for visual impairment. We don't have a cure for people who have lost their limbs. These are all things that we should be solving for because they impact millions of people. Instead, you have these idiots running around talking about they want to solve for a problem that nobody is talking about, which is not an actual problem. Beaming out of your body. I guess beaming out of your body would help if you are a woman and you could constantly beam into the body of a man so you can escape misogyny. I guess if you are a person of color, beaming out of your body into a white body would help you so that you no longer have to face prejudice, people, and circumstances, and you could, for one day, live without feeling the racist impact of our society because you're in a white body. I guess that would be great. But outside of that, like, what are these tech bros doing? This is why I am so adamant about being a woman of color, and a woman of color specifically who did not come from privilege in this space, because I'm tired of the big tech selling the snake oil. It's ridiculous.
Do I have your attention?